Hello, my name's Rachel with Mountain View Woodworking Crafts. You may be wondering what I'm making. I got an order to make a farmhouse sign that has the last name of the owners on it. So I am going to make it 48 inches long by 16 inches wide. This is just common board pine, and I'm going to stain it dark walnut and then put the name on with like an off-white and make it kind of like rustic looking. So these boards are 8 inches wide. I'm going to Craig jig those together. I usually do Craig jigs every 2 to 8 inches, depending on what I'm building. And I try and do opposite grains. So this grain is kind of swooping down, we'll say. And this grain is swooping up, and that way whenever the boards, if they're not completely dry, they won't curl down. So I'm going to get to Craig jigging these, and then I'll sand it down with 220. And because it's going to be a sign, I'm going to do 320 so it has a nice finish on it. And then we'll go over to the craft room and stain it. Okay, I'm going to sand down I'm going to do the inside edges here that I'm going to Craig jig together. I'll Craig jig it together, and then I'm going to sand it all down. I'm going to plug these holes with, I don't know what they're called, pocket hole plugs, makes sense, and put a little bit of wood glue in them, pound them in, and then I'll sand them off. remember doing this in elementary school where you put Elmer's glue on and then just peel it off, and it's so satisfying. Or was that just me? And my friends. All one of them. She is ready for stain. I'm going to stop in the hallway and engrave my Crafted by Mountain View Woodworking Crafts on the back. And then I have to blow off before I can go into the craft room. See you on the other side. So I decided to use True Black stain instead. It's going to be darker so that it makes the color, or the color of the letters pop a little bit more. So I kind of like that idea instead of the dark brown. Gotta keep my hands clean. Well, I'm super mad at myself because I had this all perfectly measured out, and then whenever I put it down not centered. So, I did have an extra space, like a little bit more extra space on the side than I intended. So what I'm going to do is if you can see, this space is a lot smaller than this space. So I'm going to cut off some of this side. And I have enough Craig jigs in it where my Craig jigs fall. It shouldn't be a problem. I will have to redo the established part because I actually centered that correctly. So that's where we're at. I'm gonna paint this, make sure it looks good and it's fine, and then I'll do the established part. And as long as that all looks good, I'll go over and cut this side off and router it and make sure I have it so it is centered. The frustration is real. But I will say there is a lot of space here that isn't needed, and might make it look better being smaller. So that's the only win here.
Okay.
I feel like we should all take a vote right now as to whether or not I'm going to mess this up. And if so, is it going to be the sticker or is it going to be my cut and my router? I feel like the chances are pretty good. We'll see. All right, the moment of truth. Feel like I should pray a little. We have Hawaii down here. Just hanging on in the abyss, not connected to anything. Also, I'm not an orphan. These are my painter's clothes. I also been working on multiple projects today, so that's why my hands look like this. This is a judgment-free zone, but it does look bad. Like I am filthy. But I'm not, I just washed this today. I also feel like people that like to pick zits and like things like that should do this. And they would get a sick satisfaction out of it. So if any of you zit pickers want to do this, you just let me know. You can come to my shop and pick these off of anything that we make. Okay, for tips and tricks on my big one, I didn't, but I should have. Start with the white paper up and then peel it back, because it's a lot easier than to just like kind of pluck the ones off that get stuck versus trying to like peel them up. I forgot whenever I was doing the big one, which would have been very helpful. Also, whenever I did the actual sign, I kind of was like trying to get down in the crack where I joined the boards, and it leaked a little, bled, whatever, a little bit, and I kind of wish I wouldn't have pushed the issue. And trying to pull it off in big hunks instead of like little ones, and then leaving marks with this pick. That's all I have for right now. I'm sure there'll be more. Like, you know, putting the sticker on center when you go to put it on, but we all make mistakes. All right, you get a different view because my machine was going dead. All right, I've checked in like 5 different ways about cutting this board to make sure it is center. And I'm nervous. We're just gonna do it. Changing minds, think I'm gonna use a miter saw. With my luck, because it's a cross cut, something will kick. It'll rip up the board. I don't know what. It's bound to happen. If it's gonna happen to anybody, it'll happen to me. Alright, I'm going to put one more coat on this white, and I cut the other side, so I need to stain it. And then it should be done. Might do a couple of touch-ups. Well, that's it, folks.